Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome, everybody, to the Sicilian Corner podcast. Today, we have the pleasure, and I mean the pleasure, of having Barbara Ann Zippi on with us. And Barbara Ann, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you just fine, Mike.
After what you and I and Louie went through for the last 15 minutes, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Technology at its finest.
Yeah, absolutely. When it comes to solving problems, one thing about Professor Lou, he can handle it, and he doesn't get too frustrated. At least he doesn't show it. I'm sure he does, but he doesn't get too frustrated.
I can fix anything I've ever broken.
First question I want to ask you, Barbara, before we get into what you do and all the different hats that you wear is, I noticed on the national news last night that you folks really got clobbered with a pretty bad storm that came your way. They had tornado warnings up in your area, didn't they?
This is in Wildwood, New Jersey, and I live right on the Atlantic Ocean. Our condo looks right at the ocean. We had the tornado did hit. The first one we had a couple weeks ago only was a water spout because it was in the water, but it was very close. This one hit in the Delaware Beach area, which is where our ferries go back and forth, and it was a little scary there for a while.
Did you lose your power?
You know, we didn't lose our power,
Yeah, lucky.
and we are lucky. And I'll tell you, our whole island was on alert. Everybody was just waiting and watching and ready to help each other.
You know, thank God that nobody got hurt, like you said. You know something, these storms can come up out of nowhere, but you had some pre-warning. I mean, and I looked at what happened in New York after that storm left your area. Oh, my aching head. Subway stations, Lou, it looked like there was a waterfall pouring down. Yeah. Oh, my. It's awful.
We are lucky because we have the expanse of the Atlantic Ocean. So it was more of a buffer for us, yes.
I was telling you, I have a little bit of experience with the Wildwood area in New Jersey.
When I was kicked out of there too, Mikey?
When we almost got arrested in there. That's what happened.
Oh my God!
I was stationed at Fort Dix, New Jersey, and you know, on weekends we'd look for a place to go, and we end up in Wildwood once in a while. And you know, you ever notice, Barbara? It's always the smallest guy in the group that's gonna start trouble. If you ever notice that, it seems like they got a chip in their shoulder, and something. It fortunately it turned out okay. We were able to get out of there in kind of one piece, and something, I'll never forget it. I mean, I was 20 years old, and it was quite a while ago.
Wildwood was the place to be,
It was hot.
Yeah, Frank Sinatra came down here.
I know.
They were all here. So it was a jumping spot. It still is today. Much of a family town.
The reason I asked you to come on, Barbara, is in your area, that Delaware, I don't know if I want to call it a peninsula or not, but in that Delaware area between New Jersey, Philly, Delaware, you've got quite a reputation. I mean, you're very proud of your heritage. You're very proud of your Italian customs, your traditions. And you know something, you're out there, girl. You're a cheerleader. You're out there. And you and I are basically the same age. I'm a year or two older than you. And where you get all that energy to do what you do, something, us all, good for you.
I love connecting people. I don't even want to take one of those 21 tests because all four of my grandparents were born in the same region in Abruzzo, so nobody's going to tell me I'm not Italian.
What are the odds of that all four grandparents would be born in that one area?
And I was lucky because my grandmother that came in 1922, when she was came here to arrange to be married, did not stop talking to her family there. So today, over 100 years later, that's I escape or I run to the village, my grandmother's village.
Wow. So it was a prearranged marriage, even though the both of them still they were brought up in that community, but her husband came to this country. He was here, right? And she left
He was here first because,
yeah.
The Italian exodus, they were looking for bricklayers and stonemasons in the early 20s. He served in the American World War I as an Italian immigrant.
Wow. Yeah.
Which means you're fighting against your own people. You're fighting for your new country. But he wanted to marry a woman from the village.
Yeah.
He sent for her. I'm making the sign of the cross because she was not my favorite grandmother. But I got to say, she never lost touch with our family, which she was one of 9 children in Italy. She never lost touch with them. And to this day, we're lucky enough to go there and sleep in their houses.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I've said this, Barbara, and you and I have not spoken before. And I'm hoping that periodically you have the time to come on our show and share with us some of your experiences that you go through, especially on some of your tours in that area. First of all, the Abruzzo area is not extremely popular for whatever reason. It's like a hidden gem. And just doing a little bit of research about it, because I'll be honest with you, I had never heard of it, to be honest with you.
Woo!
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And keep in mind that, most of my family was from Sicily. So
right.
I get it. But you know something, reading about it and looking at what's there, it's absolutely gorgeous and unspoiled. I mean, between the national parks, you have 3 national parks.
Yes.
You have preserves. I mean, jeepers creep. You have the mountains and you have the ocean.
It's the greenest. It's the greenest region in Italy. It's along the Adriatic, directly across this country from Rome.
Yeah.
So if you think of Italy being the size of Florida, and it takes you 3 hours to go from one coast to the other in Florida.
Yeah.
It's less than 2.5 hours to the Adriatic, right across. And that's the shore town where the local Italians that live in Italy buy their shore houses.
Wow. It's interesting you say about how small Italy really is. Louis, I don't know if you know this, and I know you do a lot of reading, but Italy, we have 22 states in this country that are bigger than the size of Italy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
When we get the relative sizes, it's
it's amazing.
Yeah.
Really, you don't think in that perspective.
You could go from Venice, the top of Italy, the Alps,
right,
all the way down to the Sicilian, almost to where they want to build that new bridge, right? Calabria.
Yeah, they wanted to build that bridge when you were 2 years old.
We're going to see what happens with that bridge. But that's not even a 10-hour. It's like a 10-hour car ride. You think of Key West, and Jacksonville.
Yeah. Let me ask you this: if I was to land, let's see, Rome would probably be the closest to you. If I landed in Rome and I wanted to go to Abruzzo, how long would it take me to drive it?
It's about 2 espressos.
Mike, my grandmother, I remember hearing stories.
Are you checking the hand movement here, Louis?
Yeah.
You see the hand? The hand is moving. No. We got the real McCoy here. Yeah. The hand is moving. I love it.
Oh my God, that trip used to be over 6 hours that somebody from the village had to drive to Rome to pick up my grandmother because they had to go over the mountains.
Okay.
And today, because they've made
The new highway.
They go through the
tunnels,
mountains
yeah.
now. It's down to a 2.5-hour
Wow.
car ride on the autostrada, or you could take a bus from Rome's airport right to Pescata's seaside for $20.
Hmm.
A high luxury bus.
How can you go wrong?
I got to bring those people to Boston.
It looks. I mean, I watched some videos about the area. It's gorgeous. The beaches on the Adriatic side are absolutely gorgeous.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. I can see your love for it, and you go back quite often, don't you?
Well, pre-COVID, my mother would want to go over and bring over her grandchildren, my aunts, and it's easier to move around 20 people than it is to move around 6 people.
Right.
And so I would always take a small group over, but we would stay. When the town built, the first group trip I took over was in 2000 because the town redid their castle, which was burned out in the war, as a hotel. And so, but prior to that, my grandmother always made sure all her kids went, and then my mother made sure all of us went. And so post-COVID, I couldn't wait to jump on the plane to go.
That's a great story. That's a great story.
Yeah.
So
and the people in Italy, the generation now that we're the older generation, the generation that my grandmother and my parents and aunts and uncles spoke to, they've been disappearing and they're pretty much gone.
Yeah.
So when I went over, my generation of cousins who I met when they were 10 and now they're in their 50s and 60s, they are so happy we didn't break the bridge, that the bridge is still open.
That's awesome.
And there goes my hands again.
No, I love it. I love every minute of it. I have to keep my hands like this. That's the only way.
Look, I'm holding on to a rolling pin.
There we go.
A rolling pin.
Even better.
Oh, my aching head. So basically, you run, you have a tour company. Is that my understanding?
So post-COVID, when I went alone to my family's village, I went all over Abruzzo and never realized how beautiful that region was and what it had to offer. So the castle is ready in the town for visitors. My cousin in Italy got her tour leader license, and we decided to open a little company for boutique tours.
What's the name of it?
Name of the company is Adventures in Abruzzo and Beyond. So we'll show them, we'll fly in and out of Rome or Venice, we'll visit Florence, but we'll spend 5 or 6 days in the Abruzzo region where Padre Pio is very, very
there's
popular.
a cathedral, right? You have a cathedral there for him, right?
There's a whole town where he
Hall of Miracles
served. Yes. And believe it or not, Mike, his 82-year-old photographer that took pictures of Padre Pio on his deathbed is still living, and I got an interview with him in his town, in his studio.
How old is he?
He's 82, 83 years old. And
well, you know something, girl. You say 82 like it's ancient. I'm starting to take.
No.
I'm starting to take personal offense here. You're starting to you're getting to me.
It's because these are the people that you have to meet and interview because their life experiences. He was an altar boy with Padre Pio.
I know. It's a great story. Great story.
So I've been lucky, and I want to share those people with my travelers.
I think that's awesome. I do.
So I have a tour coming up in February, a tour coming up in May, and a tour coming up in October.
Okay. Again, I'm not familiar with the area, so let's look at February, for instance. Okay. And I know Italy has been going through some really. It's been hot, not only in Italy but all of Europe. It's been extremely hot. Temperatures in the Abruzzo area would be like, say, the middle of February. Let's look for Valentine's Day. You want to do something nice for your sweetheart, and you
Exactly.
take it to Abruzzo. I knew you would agree with me. You
How did you know those are the dates I picked?
did you really?
Yes.
I love it. I love it. What would the temperatures be, Bob?
You know why I picked it, Mike?
Hmm.
Because January and February, you get a much colder winter up in Boston, okay?
Okay.
But in Philadelphia region, in this region, we've had massive icebergs forming in the Atlantic Ocean. So in the winter, since I'm widowed, I went to stay in Abruzzo January and February.
Mm-hmm.
Their winters, because they grow grapes for wine and olives for olive oil. Their winters average between 40 and 60 degrees.
Wow.
They cannot afford a freeze.
Perfect.
And the airfares in February are wonderfully priced. And so the Italians think it's cold, but I walk around in the village in a jacket and I'm just fine.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. That's my kind of weather. Oh, are you kidding me? That's beautiful.
It's the perfect time. It's the perfect time. People are afraid of it because of the weather, but no. And then the other part of it,
it's a lot cheaper.
That's when all the winter sales happen, 75 to 90% off when you go to the clothing stores and things. Well, now they got outlet stores over there. You're buying 75% off of Italian fashions.
Wow.
How could you go wrong with that?
You know, one thing I noticed about Italy, there's a lot of IKEA stores around, and no matter where you go in Italy, do you happen to have one in Abruzzo?
There's a big one, and you know why?
A big one.
All their furniture is mobile, even their kitchen cabinets.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And their closets. They love IKEA. Philadelphia hasn't embraced it like Europe has.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have one big store in the Philadelphia region, but in Italy,
they're all over.
God.
I mean, there's more of them than there are McDonald's, which is kind of crazy.
Oh, Mike, the McDonald's, you could get espresso. You can get tiramisu.
I know.
McDonald's menu is crazy.
That's good. That's good. Listen, you got a couple of people saying good morning to you. Roger Trudell. Roger's on with us every week. He always has something to say that's worthy of having a conversation with him, and that's great. As a matter of fact, I had to go by his house. Louis, what did he send you?
He sent me some peppers and tomatoes, right?
Peppers and tomatoes, yeah. And those tomatoes smell so good in the car this morning coming down here.
He warned me on Facebook yesterday to make sure I get them from you.
He thought I was going to hold out on you. That son of a gun.
He was a little worried about it.
And Andy Parisi is saying good morning, Barbara. So,
well, we're going to have to do a tomato tasting because they say Jersey tomatoes are best. So we're going to have to do Jersey tomatoes against your Boston tomatoes.
When you make spaghetti and meat gravy or sugo, or what exactly do you call it? Is it gravy or is it sauce? Come on, girl. I want to hear this.
You hit on the biggest controversy in the greater Philadelphia area.
Oh, we've done 20 shows on this. Are you kidding me?
Is it gravy or is it sauce?
Yeah.
In Italy, it's sugo. It's sauce.
That's right.
But over here, I got to say, I grew up with gravy. Now there's a million kinds of gravy, just like there's a million kinds of pasta.
I put it on meatloaf. That's what I put gravy.
Those damn New Yorkers. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's
the problem.
They caused all this trouble. You know, Barbara, if you look at the Italian...
Hang on a second. William is asking Barbara about a town called Loreto Apatino.
That's my town. That's my village. Loreto Apatino.
He wants to know about it. Oh, gee.
Yeah. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that? We're going to have to go to break pretty soon, but tell us about what goes on in Loreto.
Loreto Apatino is my grandmother's village. It's ancient. The church was built in the 1st century. The olive oil museum in Italy, in our town of Loreto Apatino, is the #1 olive oil museum in the whole country.
Really?
It was voted the #1 museum. We have a pre-cinema museum there that shows the history of film. That's amazing. Ceramics. The museums in the town are wonderful. The people and the cafes and the restaurants. You go to Rich Arts every day for cappuccino, but it has to be before 11 o'clock. You can't have cappuccino in Italy in the afternoon.
Well,
It's a no.
really?
Not nice.
No.
Nice. Nana's going to get upset.
And in our little town of Loreto Pertino, every Thursday we have the town market. Everyone goes out in the morning to the town market, but we have people living there who've bought homes that live in Belgium, that live in Prague, that live in France, that live in Switzerland. It's such a multicultural town of just a couple thousand people in the village square. It's wonderful.
Yeah, it's excellent. Mary Ann Johnson is saying hello.
That's my goddaughter.
It is. Well,
yes, it is.
All right. That's good. Welcome aboard, Mary Ann. It's a pleasure. Jeanne Medium, I believe that's how you pronounce her last name.
My friend Jean Ann, she's another friend of
mine.
But
you know what she's saying, Barbara?
What?
Gravy.
Yeah,
I don't know if Jeanne knows this, but there is no Y in the Italian vocabulary, okay? I don't know if you are aware of it. There is no Y. How can you have a freaking thing called gravy? There's no gravy. It's sauce.
No, they don't call it gravy in Italy. You're right. They don't.
But
in Philadelphia.
Would I give you false information? Would I do that to you? Come on, get the hands moving. I want to see the hands start to listen. I got to take a break and stay with me. And
not going anyplace.
We have some very good sponsors, and some of the food looks awful good. And if you don't get hungry after watching these ads, girl, there's something wrong. All right, I just want you to know that. All right, Louis, take us out, pal.
Ciao, this is Esther of You, Me, and Sicily. I want to talk to you about the great staff at Butcher Boy Market. Families, foodies, and home chefs come together at Butcher Boy to talk good food and create traditions. They offer the best in quality cuts of beef, pork, lamb, poultry, and restaurant-style steaks and chops. Produce? All of their produce is hand-selected to complement any meal or even to make it your main course. Their deli serves fresh roast beef, turkey, and beautiful imported Italian cold cuts, cheeses, and antipasto. And don't forget the Butcher Boy Bakery, featuring sweet delectables from all over the state, as well as their very own bakery. That's Butcher Boy, where the secret to a great steak is, of course, the steak. Located at 1077 Osgood Street in North Andover, Massachusetts, in the Butcher Boy Plaza. Ciao!
Legacy Care Law Firm provides estate planning and elder law services to people in the greater Merrimack Valley and southern New Hampshire areas, with offices in North Andover and Woburn, Massachusetts, as well as Nashua and Salem, New Hampshire. Discussing family and financial matters with an attorney can be intimidating, but our goal is to help you prepare for the future as you preserve your legacy. We help clients qualify for government medical benefits and ensure their estates are preserved for their families so they don't need to worry about their estate being wiped out by high nursing home expenses. Legacy Care Law Firm attorneys are here to support your journey toward a more secure financial future.
This is Tom Zappala. Located in the heart of downtown Haverhill, the Haverhill Beef Company is a full-service, old-fashioned butcher shop and meat market that continues to be a valued family tradition since 1952. Peter and Monica Carboni's Haverhill Beef offers individualized service from an outstanding selection of marinated sirloin tips, homemade sausage, marinated chicken, and thick, juicy Chairman Reserve steaks. Your family deserves the best, so call Peter at 978-374-4795 or visit their website at www.haverhillbeef.com.
At Catadella Funeral Home, we reinvest in our business to provide your family with the best facilities. It begins with a beautifully landscaped exterior, parking for 250 vehicles, and a comfortable and inviting access to our renovated interior. Funerals can be costly, so you should review and compare plans to make sure you receive services that are fairly priced. I invite you to experience the Catadella difference in cost, facility, and service.
Catadella's honoring and celebrating the lives of the people we loved, providing exceptional care since 1929.
Italian artisan cuisine combines simple, fresh ingredients with time-honored preparation to create an incredible culinary experience. At Tuscan Kitchen, located in Salem's historic Depot District, talented chefs prepare everything in-house from scratch for all to see. Guests enjoy their meal literally in our kitchen as food is prepared right in front of you. Wood ovens burn from morning till night, roasting vegetables, baking bread, and firing delightful thin-crust pizzas. Prime steaks are seared on a wood grill. A rotisserie slowly roasts marinated whole chickens and lamb, while a pasta maker creates fresh fettuccine. More than just artisan cuisine, Tuscan Kitchen features the wine bar, live entertainment, weekly wine tastings, and elegant private dining and event space. Call 603-952-4875 or visit TuscanKitchen.com to make a reservation and learn more about the culinary adventure that awaits. In Italy, cooking is an art form. Tuscan Kitchen. Experience artisan Italian.
Play more, earn more, win more at Encore Boston Harbor. Sign up for Win Rewards today and score $50 in free play instantly. Score even more as you play your favorite games. New members will also receive $25 in free play for every 100 tier credits earned playing with your new Win Rewards card. Highly rewarding instantly. Visit EncoreBostonHarbor.com for more information. New members only. Further terms and conditions apply. If you or a loved one is experiencing problems with gambling and needs support, call 833-277-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org to speak with a trained specialist. Specialists are available 24/7 and services are free, confidential, and available in multiple languages.
This is Cindy.
And Mike Kunstler,
owners and operators of Four Oaks Country Club and Grazie Italian Restaurant in Drake, Massachusetts.
Grazie Italian Restaurant is the hidden gem of the Merrimack Valley.
Why is that?
We have an incredible chef, Oscar Figueroa.
In the words of local famous chef and restaurant owner Lydia Shire,
Oscar thrives on hard work.
he is capable and gifted.
No one makes better food. Scallops, seared to perfection.
House-made ravioli with farm-fresh local corn.
And buttery, tender, lazy man's lobster, just to name a few.
You have to come experience Grazie Italian Restaurant for yourself.
Grazie Italian Restaurant, located at Four Oaks Country Club, 80 Meadow Creek Drive in Drake, Massachusetts. Hope to see you soon.
And we are back with Barbara Ann. And Barbara Ann, we have a question. Comes from Bill, and he wants to know, can you tell him about the festival of San Zepito? The Zepito?
Wow, San Zepito Festival.
Yeah, he's always wanted to attend it, and he's looking for a little information on it.
Oh, Bill Lederer. He's from the Rittenhouse Square area of Philadelphia. Great guy. Actually, he has family roots in Loreto Appuntino as well. And he hasn't gotten to the yearly festival, which happens in May, which is why we're running a second trip in May to coincide with the San Zepito Festival. Is based around an ox, a big old ox. And he gets pampered all year long. His hooves get painted black like a pedicure. He gets washed down and decorated, and he parades the street and kneels in front of the Saint Zepito statue of the church. And people follow the procession behind the bull, and it's just 3 or 4 days of celebrations, and it's all to thank the God and the saints for a successful harvest, and hoping that they protect the grapes and the wine and the olives over the fields till the fall when they harvest the grapes and olives.
Sounds interesting.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it does. Are there a lot of festivals in that area during the course of the summer months?
Every town, like you have your big festival in Sicily in August, every town in the Abruzzo region has their saint that they have a special tribute to. And so each festival has their own uniqueness.
Yeah,
In
exactly.
Sulmona,
Exactly. Yeah.
in Sulmona, they have I forget what they're called. They have the men on horseback dressed up with the big, not polo, it was before polo, mid-century. They have them dressed up.
With the with the helmets and everything. Yeah. Yeah.
Right, right.
Cool.
It's just a wonderful region, and I'm sure you have those candy almonds.
Oh, absolutely.
The confetti?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And that's where they're made. In Sulmona is where they were originally made.
Seriously. Wow.
Yes.
That's
we
cool.
tour the factory that still manufactures them from the mid 1800s, and every new pope they present a special presentation to.
I love
made
it.
out of the almonds.
I love it.
And the new pope. Mike,
Yeah.
the new pope is from our area, Villanova.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, Pope Leo. Pope
Really?
Leo's roots. Yes, he grew up in I think Chicago.
Yeah.
But his service to the Augustinians.
Mhm.
Their headquarters is in Villanova, Pennsylvania, outside of Philadelphia.
I'm glad I
So
got up.
he
I'm
lived
glad.
there
I'm
for
glad.
many years.
I'm glad I got up this morning, Barbara. You know something?
Oh.
I mean, you're giving me a wealth of information.
By the
over
way,
here.
as if they weren't already on the list, who could add Philly to the list? Jean Ann's from Philly, and she says it's gravy.
Yeah,
And
I
Joanne
see
says it's
that.
some gravy too.
Yeah.
It's always
Joanne?
gravy too.
See, Joanne DePiro, my girlfriend Hoagie Joanne. She had the #1 hoagie in the city of Philadelphia when her and her husband.
She had the #1
had-
hoagie.
Oh, yes, she did.
A hoagie
Oh,
is a
yes, she
sandwich,
did.
right?
A hoagie is a sandwich, but when you slice that lunch meat, it comes off the slicer onto the bread. You never pile it up and just
I
make
can
it
smell the
down.
prosciutto already. I can smell it
And
on
she
the
says
slicer.
It's gravy. She's an expert.
Apparently, it's a Philly
She
thing
and
as
I
well
went
as a
to
New York
grade
thing.
school together. I love her. I love her. I can't believe they're all listening in.
Yeah. What'd you say, Lou?
Apparently, it's a Philly thing as well as a New York thing. So
Oh, yeah.
Philly was already on the list, but they're on the list for good now.
Philly's a nice city.
I know.
It is. I like
So
it.
in Boston, it's sauce.
It's sauce.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's fun to see what the different Italian communities across the country.
We did a
resonate
whole show on is it gravy or is it sauce?
I've done like 15 shows
Yeah.
on it.
Well, we did one complete show.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes the subject gets kind of tilted in that direction.
It's almost as hot as pineapple on pizza.
That is absolutely disgusting. That's disgusting.
Don't get me
Let's
started.
get Barbara's opinion. Barbara, listen, would you like a nice slice of pizza with some nice fresh pineapple?
Come on, give it the times.
You never see that in Italy. No way. Jose. Oh, my God.
Tell us exactly how you feel. Hey, listen, you have a TV show you've been doing, right? I want to
do.
know, our listeners want to know more about you and what you do and how they could watch it.
They could get once it airs in our local area.
Yep.
It's called Ciao Bella, Living Italian Style. It is on. They archive it on their station and YouTube, and I really show pictures and footage from a lot of the places that I visit, like the Olive Oil Museum in Italy, and what it's like to go to the supermarket to go, to see what their selections are. And then the other thing that I do that I'm very proud of is I'm associate publisher of the Delaware Valley Italian American Herald newspaper.
Oh, wow.
And that goes to, Lou. Oh,
He's good,
the
isn't
owner's
he?
going to love you.
Yeah.
The owner's going to love you. Rob Martinelli bought this newspaper about 14 years ago when it was going under. And he has a publishing empire, but this is his only ethnic newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
And his mother was from Calabria. She was an immigrant from Calabria. And his father, Rob grew up in New York. His father was the mayor of New York for 6 or 7 terms. Very popular mayor.
Wow.
And 4 years ago, I took the position after I wanted to sink my teeth into something after my husband passed, and the associate publisher's position was open, and I threw my hat into the ring, and I love it. We went from a 16-page publication in a day when they say newspaper doesn't count. We now average 28 to 32 pages a month. We have advertisers from California, Italian Children's Village. She's in California. We have the same village in common in Abruzzo. One of these days, it's going to be easier for us to meet in Abruzzo than it is for me to meet her in person from California to Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And this paper, we share. We have it on the website. We have e-newsletters. I can offer your listeners free e-newsletters every month. And if they do say your name and write to us, I'll even get them a 6-month subscription to mail it to their home once a month.
Wow.
So it's a wonderful paper. We have food, we have professionals, we have arts and entertainment, we have different regions highlighted in the area. So it's really not. We are giving out to. We give bulk copies to churches, to some of the regional restaurants, and then we have subscribers. We have subscribers in over 22 states because although we have local focus on certain things, we also have stories that are relevant to any Italian. So our newspaper is not thrown away or used at the bottom of a bird cage. It is passed along at least a couple times. So I'm very proud of being associated with them.
You know, I said earlier how busy you are. I mean, I don't know how the heck you keep everything going. What time you get up in the morning? 3?
No, I am an early riser, though.
I am too.
I start about 6.
Yeah, I'm up every day at 4:30. It's mind-boggling. I don't know why. I'm in that habit. I got a clock, and I can go 15 minutes either way. As soon as I open my eyes, I never have to look at the clock. I never have to. I just know it's time to get up. And I've been like that. And you know, we've had some warm weather here, and I live in New Hampshire. We've had some nice warm weather, and usually by 5:15, 5:30 in the morning, I'm in the pool doing a few laps, and it's a nice way to start my day. But the one thing I've realized a long time ago is I can get more done earlier in the morning than I can when everybody's trying to call you and has you on the phone at 9 o'clock. So I get all my computer work out of the way early. And that way there, I can get it done in a relatively short period of time. And it works for me. It's not for people think I'm nuts, you know, but you know something, it works. I'll take a little cat nap around 2:30, 2:45, and it'll 10, 15 minutes. And that's all I really need. It charges my batteries and I'm ready to go. And, you know, it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
And those little towns in Italy still take their siestas in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've been, but I mean, in the 53 years that I was married, I think I went 4 times. My wife went more than that. Actually, my mother-in-law, she lived to be 97 years old. Her name was Zena Tessitore. And Zena grew up in the Catania area. She was born in Catania. And the one thing she wanted, and she was 87 at the time, she said, you know, I want to go to see the house that I was born in. And we took her to Sicily. We went to Catania. We got on the street. We could not find the house. I believe it was torn down. But it meant so much to her to go. And at 87, she had more energy going up and down those stairs. I mean, it was incredible than all of us put together.
That's true.
It's a small world, and you know something. Be proud of who you are. I've always said that. Whether you're Irish, Polish, German, whatever the case might be, remember who you are and where you're from, and try and keep those old traditions alive. And that's why I'm so very proud to say I'm an Italian. I've always felt that way, and it's something that's instilled in me. I think between the food and the wines and and Italians are supposed to be on the romantic side and all this, that, and the other thing. There's a lot of pluses. But every nationality has its significant traits. And
they do. And Italians today need to be proud, but they need to pass that pride on to their children. My niece that called in, Marianne Johnson, she's got 4 boys between 11 and 16. And every time I come back, so they would be my great niece nephews.
Yeah.
And every time I come back, I try to bring them a little piece of Italy. And now they can't wait to go. I can't wait to bring them. And we have to, they have a non-Italian last name like Johnson now. But people
we
need
can
to
forgive
know.
them. We can forgive them for that.
I know.
Give
I
them
know.
absolution. We'll give them absolution.
You married a Sicilian. You're a Sicilian. You married a Sicilian.
I'm actually half Naples, Napolitan, and half Sicilian. My granddad was from Naples.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's another beautiful area.
Yeah.
But that was Sicily at the time.
I'm sorry?
It was a Sicilian kingdom. So
Yes,
it
was.
Sicily at the time.
Oh, yeah, I know. But I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
Before
Sicily has an amazing history.
Yeah, it certainly does.
Yeah.
You know what I have a history of doing? Say what? Say what, Mike? What do you have a history of doing?
What do you have a history of doing, Mike?
I like to take my commercials on time, so bear with me.
Oh, really?
We'll be right back. All right. Oh, yeah, really?
Ciao, this is Esther of You, Me, and Sicily. I want to talk to you about the great staff at Butcher Boy Market. Families, foodies, and home chefs come together at Butcher Boy to talk good food and create traditions. They offer the best in quality cuts of beef, pork, lamb, poultry, and restaurant-style steaks and chops. Produce? All of their produce is hand-selected to complement any meal or even to make it your main course. Their deli serves fresh roast beef, turkey, and beautiful imported Italian cold cuts, cheeses, and antipasto. And don't forget the Butcher Boy Bakery, featuring sweet delectables from all over the state, as well as their very own bakery. That's Butcher Boy, where the secret to a great steak is, of course, the steak. Located at 1077 Osgood Street in North Andover, Massachusetts, in the Butcher Boy Plaza. Ciao!
Legacy Care Law Firm provides estate planning and elder law services to people in the greater Merrimack Valley and southern New Hampshire areas, with offices in North Andover and Woburn, Massachusetts, as well as Nashua and Salem, New Hampshire. Discussing family and financial matters with an attorney can be intimidating, but our goal is to help you prepare for the future as you preserve your legacy. We help clients qualify for government medical benefits and ensure their estates are preserved for their families so they don't need to worry about their estate being wiped out by high nursing home expenses. Legacy Care Law Firm attorneys are here to support your journey toward a more secure financial future.
This is Tom Zappala. Located in the heart of downtown Haverhill, the Haverhill Beef Company is a full-service, old-fashioned butcher shop and meat market that continues to be a valued family tradition since 1952. Peter and Monica Carboni's Haverhill Beef offers individualized service from an outstanding selection of marinated sirloin tips, homemade sausage, marinated chicken, and thick, juicy Chairman Reserve steaks. Your family deserves the best, so call Peter at 978-374-4795 or visit their website at www.haverhillbeef.com.
At Catadella Funeral Home, we reinvest in our business to provide your family with the best facilities. It begins with a beautifully landscaped exterior, parking for 250 vehicles, and a comfortable and inviting access to our renovated interior. Funerals can be costly, so you should review and compare plans to make sure you receive services that are fairly priced. I invite you to experience the Catadella difference in cost, facility, and service.
Catadella's, honoring and celebrating the lives of the people we loved, providing exceptional care since 1929.
Italian artisan cuisine combines simple, fresh ingredients with time-honored preparation to create an incredible culinary experience. At Tuscan Kitchen, located in Salem's historic Depot District, talented chefs prepare everything in-house from scratch for all to see. Guests enjoy their meal literally in our kitchen as food is prepared right in front of you. Wood ovens burn from morning till night, roasting vegetables, baking bread, and firing delightful thin-crust pizzas. Prime steaks are seared on a wood grill. A rotisserie slowly roasts marinated whole chickens and lamb, while a pasta maker creates fresh fettuccine. More than just artisan cuisine, Tuscan Kitchen features the wine bar, live entertainment, weekly wine tastings, and elegant private dining and event space. Call 603-952-4875 or visit TuscanKitchen.com to make a reservation and learn more about the culinary adventure that awaits. In Italy, cooking is an art form. Tuscan Kitchen. Experience artisan Italian.
Play more, earn more, win more at Encore Boston Harbor. Sign up for Win Rewards today and score $50 in free play instantly. Score even more as you play your favorite games. New members will also receive $25 in free play for every 100 tier credits earned playing with your new Win Rewards card. Highly rewarding instantly. Visit EncoreBostonHarbor.com for more information. New members only. Further terms and conditions apply. If you or a loved one is experiencing problems with gambling and needs support, call 833-273-5050 or visit GamblingHelplineMA.org to speak with a trained specialist. Specialists are available 24/7 and services are free, confidential, and available in multiple languages.
This is Cindy,
And Mike Kunstler.
owners and operators of Four Oaks Country Club and Grazie Italian Restaurant in Drake, Massachusetts.
Grazie Italian Restaurant is the hidden gem of the Merrimack Valley.
Why is that?
We have an incredible chef, Oscar Figueroa.
In the words of local famous chef and restaurant owner Lydia Shire,
Oscar thrives on hard work.
he is capable and gifted.
No one makes better food. Scallops, seared to perfection.
House-made ravioli with farm-fresh local corn.
And buttery tender lazy man's lobster, just to name a few.
You have to come experience Grazie Italian Restaurant for yourself.
Grazie Italian Restaurant, located at Four Oaks Country Club, 80 Meadow Creek Drive in Drake, Massachusetts. Hope to see you soon.
And we are back. Barbara, I just got a text from Joanne, and basically she says, I don't know if you know this, Mike, but the Abruzzo area is often referred to as the green lung of Europe because it's so rich and so many trees. And I mean, that kind of puts everything in a nice little neat package when somebody refers to as the green lung of Europe. I mean, that's incredible. It must be beautiful. And you know something?
It is beautiful.
Yeah. I'm shocked at myself because I like kind of going off the beaten path. And I mean, I've done a lot of exploring in the Lake Como, Lake Missouri area or north of, and I just fell in love with that area. I really did. And it sounds like the area you're from and the area that you're really promoting, and as well you should, Abruzzo, Italy, sounds like it would be right up my boat, more or less.
Well, you know, Mike, here in the U.S. or touring, every place in Italy, north, like you say, Rome, Venice, Florence, Genoa, the Alp area, is all magnificent.
Absolutely.
And something for people to see.
Yep.
People never went south before.
No.
And now, all of a sudden, Naples is getting popular. They maybe did the Amalfi Coast and Positano, but they really never went to Calabria or ventured south. And so these towns are original as they were years ago.
I think everybody in their lifetime should drive the Amalfi Drive. The Amalfi Drive. I mean, you know, I had a little Fiat, and we spent 3 weeks just. I wasn't on a tour. I was on just my wife and I, and for 3 weeks we started off in Sicily, came across on the ferry, and from Calabria all the way up, and I mean it was delightful. It was
magnificent.
I mean, you go from one extreme to the other. I mean, you smell those lemon groves in the morning. There is nothing can match that. I mean, it's just beautiful. it's lovely. And like I said, every area has. Naples is not my favorite. I mean, I did go to Pompeii, and I want to know more about the area. Rome, extremely busy, but you don't have to go too far out of Rome. You have the Tivoli Gardens, for instance, breathtakingly beautiful. And you think about the water that they're bringing down to run those fountains comes from over 20 miles away on a system that was from the Roman days. I mean, it's just, and looking at those statues and with no mechanical means, it's just power, just the force of gravity that's feeding those fountains. And there was something like 460 of them. And it was great because we had just pulled up and it started to rain and everybody took off. And we ordered 2 martinis and we're walking around with our umbrellas. We had the place to ourselves, Barbara. It was really pretty cool. It was very, 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 very nice.
It is nice. But that's why we added to Adventures in Abruzzo. That's why we added And Beyond.
Yeah.
Because you still have to land in a major city. You
I know.
still have to land in Venice or Florence or Rome or Naples or Sicily. But you can fit in one of these new regions. And what's exciting, post-COVID, when I was staying in the town, professor came down from the Tuscany area to speak in our town to the vineyard owners of Abruzzo, because they wanted to find out how could they embrace the vineyard tourism that Tuscany has. And Mike, in that auditorium, in that little section of Abruzzo, in Loreto Aprutino, there were more women than men, and out of 100 or so people, I think the average age was 30 to 60, where you could see the new generation wanting to come in and figure out how to continue living their lives financially.
Yeah, it's a good point. It's a good point you're making. So Ciao Bella, Living Italian Style. I love that. I love that title. That kind of summarizes everything. I mean, seriously,
you're right. It does.
It does. You hit it right on the button. And so during the course of a year, how many tours do you run them personally? Do you go on these tours?
Yes.
You do.
Absolutely.
So
actually,
you're running a boutique tour, basically. I mean, small groups, personal experience. You know it like the back of your hand, the area. I mean, that's pretty nice.
And the people. I mean, the people that we're going to, the restaurants we're visiting, the town, my cousin being with us. Actually, her 92-year-old mother, my hostess who I live with, Antonietta, she is my grandmother's niece. Can you believe that? She's 92 years old. She was my grandmother's niece.
Wow.
I stay with her. She speaks no English. So she has really made me embrace trying to learn the language. And I love her. She always says to me, when am I going to meet the Americans? When are they coming?
The Americanis. I have Americanis coming to my house for an Italian dinner this afternoon.
Oh boy.
One of my oldest friends, we grew up together when we were 5 years old. And there's a city called Lawrence, Massachusetts, which was an industrial city that, many, many years ago. And there were 3 musketeers. There was this guy, Tom McDuffie, who lives in Pennsylvania, who's be up my house this afternoon. He'll probably get there before I do. And his wife, Kathy. And we had the 3rd musketeer was Tommy Amin, and of course myself. And unfortunately, a couple of months ago, we just lost Tommy. But Tom McDuffie's coming over. He's been a professor at the University of Pennsylvania for many, many years, and now he's retired. And he's reaping the benefits of his hard work. And he loves to travel with his wife, and they've been all over the place. And I look forward to spending time with them. Of course, my brother, who's the biggest mooch meal taker you could possibly find, my brother Robert.
Wow.
He's a retired dentist from the Air Force. he heard that we're having a meal today, and he says, "What time do you think you'll be done with the show? What time do you think you'll be home?" So I gather he's going to be there. So anyway, we'll have a few people, and then I got a neighbor. All he has to do is smell food, and he'll find some reason to come over and say hi. The guy's got a nose that's unbelievable. He could be in Ripley's Believe It or Not. It's crazy. It's crazy. But
that's great.
You know, we only got a few more minutes to go, and why don't you tell people about the trip that you took with my niece, Marie Tessitore Gurley?
Oh, Marie, we were on a cruise around the Greek islands together.
Yep.
In June, the hottest days, and of course they had a lot of heat, just like we had here. But on the ship, you have air conditioning, and we met up on a Virgin voyage sat next to each other at the bar, both having dinner alone with a stool in between us, and we hit it off. And she couldn't stop talking about you, Mike, and
I paid her for that.
It was wonderful.
She said it's just the way I wrote it.
Wonderful.
She said it's just the way I wrote it, Barbara.
I can't thank her enough for. Actually, Jean that called in was on the same cruise.
Oh.
She and I were on the cruise together, but she never. It just happened that your niece and I, whenever we were together on the ship, it was only each other, so we enjoyed our company. And I never dreamed that this would come true, and
Wow.
so it's been an honor for me to be invited on your podcast.
Well, you know something.
Going to be back too.
Yeah, I think you're going to be back. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, thank you. I'd be honored to be back.
No, you know something. I salute you because you know something. You're a tribute. You're an ambassador of goodwill per se, and you know something. When I watched the Olympics this year, the Milano Cortina Winter Olympics, and the way they highlighted Italy, and I got choked up. I really did. It put Italy right out there, and to have almost 2,900 athletes being moved around, it's not an easy task, and all the volunteers. But to look at the natural beauty that's there and some of those mountainous areas that really don't get the people to visit. And your area sounds like it's almost the exact same thing, the Abruzzo area. It sounds like, you know, it's kind of a hidden gem that probably won't be hidden for very long with people like you out there beating the drum to try and get people to go there. Is the cost of living...
It's still in its infancy. And the cost of living in Abruzzo, in that southern region of Italy, is so different than the big towns. In Rome, you might pay $5 for cappuccino, and as in New York, pay even more than that. But in the small towns, it's $1, €1.
Wow.
€1
Wow.
for a cappuccino. 1.2 euros. My brother came up from Florida, and he went to go pay for the ice cream that we were all meeting at the local gelateria, and he came back out and he said, "Barbara, oh my God, 4 people! I would have paid that for 4 people. There were 10 of us." So it's but it's you know the cost of living is low, but then so is the cost of how much these people are making in these towns. So it's nice to have the economy of visitors and tourism bring that to them.
I was surprised at the amount of vineyards that you have in that area, because I know you said it was kind of mountainous, and you know I'm saying, boy, if it's mountainous, how the heck can they clear areas that you can plant grapes? You know what I mean? But there's quite a few. I was amazed.
It's amazing. It's amazing, and some of the slopes for the olive trees and the vineyards. And there's I had a chance to interview him. I haven't made the interview public yet because it's all in Italian. There's in our town. It's called Valentini Wines, and they only produce it in the town. Their fields are outside the town.
Okay.
But they actually have the manufacturing plant in the town. And they're recognized as the number one wine in all of Italy, like $400 or $500 a bottle, Valentini wines. And there's so many secrets that are hidden gems in those little villages.
It sounds like it. It sounds like it. Listen, I'm out of time. I want to thank you very, very much for joining us today. You're a breath of fresh air. And I hope we can make arrangements to have you back on with us again. And I look forward to that. In the meantime, I want to
do too. And I want to thank Marie for this from the bottom of my heart.
All right. She's going to she bills at the end of the month. So take care of yourself, Barbara. Thank you again.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. The weather doesn't look too spiffy here, but something, they could be wrong. They usually are. Take care. See you next week. We're going to do a show on the feast next week, the Feast of the Three Saints. Thank you. Louis?